The Tipping Point with Mike Tipton is brought to you by Dubby. What is Dubby? Dubby is a clean energy drink that is made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or angst like those other energy drinks have. They also have no maltodextrin fillers and don't use artificial dyes. Dubby contains vitamins, amino acids, a nootropic, and 150 milligrams of caffeine. Dubby's products are made in the USA in an FDA-inspected facility that strictly adheres to GMP manufacturing guidelines. All of the flavors are unique and custom-made by Dubby, and you'll never taste our taste anywhere else. The best part about it is they're affordable. Dubby's drinks come out to about $1 per drink, much cheaper than Starbucks or any of those canned energy drinks. To learn more, visit www.gg.com/MRTipton33 and place your order today. Use promo code MrTipton33 and save today. Dubby Energy, be better. What's going on, everybody? I want to tell you about my new friends over at Cleverman. Visit them online at becleverman.com. What they gave me was the energizing face and beard scrub along with the Cleverman face scrubber. And trust me when I say this, the energizing face and beard scrub smells amazing. Combining it with the face scrubber, making sure that your boy was looking as good and as sexy as possible, opened up a whole different sensation in my face that I haven't ever felt before. I felt so clean, so fresh, and so clean, like Outcast said, and it helped me feel like I was ready for my day. Make sure you visit them online at becleverman.com and follow them on Instagram at clevermannyc. The link is up in my bio if you want to check out all the amazing products they have. Visit them online, becleverman.com. What's going on, y'all? It is time for the Tipping Point with Mike Tipton. I apologize for the delayed start. I also apologize for missing most of last week. As those of you who do know, if you follow the Tipping Point with Mike Tipton stuff, we did lose a close and dear friend. Our engineer, David Halprin, passed away last week, and it was just a difficult time being kind of at the point of contact for everybody to learn about Daver's passing and all that stuff as well. So there's a lot of stuff going on. A little heavy week last week for your boy. But here we are, new week, getting back into the show, getting back into the flow of things. And I do want to invite, if you are in the El Paso area and you want to come out to Fire and Ice next or this upcoming Saturday, Brandon the Iceman Cohen and myself will be honoring our friend Daver. If you watch Fire and Ice, you know that Daver is there with us every Saturday that we've gone out there for the last 4 years. So it'll be a nice little way to kind of honor Daver, honor his legacy, honor, all the stuff that he did. We're inviting our friends from some of the radio stations here in El Paso to join us out over at Fire and Ice this Saturday. So hopefully we'll get to see you on out there as we memorialize and remember our good friend, all the fun times that we had with our guy, David Halpern. Now, still very heavy for me to deal with. But nonetheless, last week was a really weird week in sports, wasn't it? Vegas Golden Knights have a 2-1 lead over the Carolina Hurricanes. I don't know if anyone here wants me to talk about the Stanley Cup playoffs, but I do kind of want to talk about the Stanley Cup playoffs, but then I have to address the elephant in the room. I know my guy Tommy Cananza is going to be out there somewhere. He was probably rubbing his hands together like a supervillain, the way that he normally does whenever it comes to things with me. And I wonder if, because of his supervillainy, that he was happy seeing what was going on with the San Antonio Spurs. That he was happy to see that my San Antonio Spurs were hurting me. But it's hard for me to say that I'm disappointed in everything that's going on with the San Antonio Spurs, mainly because maybe it was me just prepping myself for this, right? But I feel like I told y'all this was going to happen. I hate for this to be an "I told you so" type of thing. But you see the mistakes they make, and they are the young, dumb mistakes that are made by basketball teams that haven't gone through all of the things that they have to go through. Augustine saying, hello, all. The Spurts are going to get swept. Tommy saying, let's go, Knicks. What up, Tip? What up, Tommy? Hope that you are having a great day so far, my friend. I don't know about the sweep. I feel like if there's a game for San Antonio to win, it's today. If they don't win today, I don't see them winning game 4. So that's where the sweep possibility comes in. But again, I genuinely do not think that the Spurs will get swept. I think they get the win today. But I've also been saying that all week, all NBA finals long. I thought they'd win game 1. You did see the emotional letdown there. And again, part of being a young team, right? Like that's just part of being a young team. But I thought about this as we've kind of like moved forward, and I'm coming to grips with, yes, I've been optimistic, but maybe I should have been a little. Well, I can't even say should have been. I have been. Y'all have seen this. Like I have protected myself from the hurt that may come my way. I know that the San Antonio Spurs have overachieved this year. But I also feel like if the San Antonio Spurs lose this NBA Finals with Victor Wembanyama and the way that he's motivated, the very Michael Jordan-esque sociopathic way that he plays basketball, that it would be over for the rest of the NBA for an extended period of time. So I have to think to myself, do I take one NBA Finals loss for the potential of a very pissed off and motivated Victor Wembanyama for the next 5-6 years or so? Because we saw what he did to Chet Holmgren. We saw him eat that man's soul. We saw a guy who was an all-star, who was the second best defensive player in the NBA according to all the talking heads that are out there. And I guess the people that voted for the NBA Defensive Player of the Year. We saw Victor Wembanyama take his soul, take everything about him that made him special. Victor Wembanyama took it away. That was because he lost a game when he was 16 years old. Imagine the type of sociopathic monster that could be created if Victor Wembanyama loses this series. And Augustine, even more so if he gets swept, right? Like, even more so if he gets swept. Augustine saying, no, Victor Wembanyama, might be all motivated things, but when you have players around that are not up to par, well, again, like, I don't know if it's the players not being up to par. The San Antonio Spurs have been thoroughly outplayed this series. And in both games have lost by a total of 11 points. Right? Like it's not like they're being outclassed, because they're not being outclassed. They just haven't been in this situation before. And that, to me, is what's hurting the San Antonio Spurs. You've never been in this situation before. You're such a young team. You have all of the upside possible. All of the upside possible. And yet, somehow, some way, you've kind of been, like serviceable. They've been good. I am checking in on something. I want to give a shout out. I know he's not listening right now, but I want to give a shout out to Jericho, my son, my oldest son. He is at a camp right now for Montwood High School, where he's entering the Synergy program over at Montwood High School, which is a huge, huge deal. But the Socorro Bulldog in me is still like, man, it's got to be Montwood High School. Like, you have to be at Montwood High School. You couldn't have gone somewhere else, right? Like that's where my mindset is right now. It's like, man. But again, always proud of him. They just got checked in for this camp, so I'm hoping that it winds up being a big, fun time for him while he enters high school now, which is just, oh my Lord. Augustine saying, here's the thing about Wemby. He is being out-muscled. I don't know if you could say that, dude. Like, maybe game one, yes. Yes, you could say game one, it happened that way where he was out-muscled by Karl Anthony Towns, who is a big dude, let's not forget. And he's also got something to prove, right? Like Karl Anthony Towns has some stuff to prove as well. Oh, my goodness. Wait, whoa. I had some stuff like a ad playing on ESPN right now. The Knicks are a 2.5-point favorite today, being in New York City. Victor Wembanyama, Augustine. 29 points, 9 rebounds in game 2. The Spurs had the win probability for the first half. The Knicks took the win probability in the second half. I'm looking up the box score. I want to see. Jesus Christ, will they stop playing these things? I do not want these things to be played, ESPN. There we go. Wemby, 40 minutes, 29 points, 9 boards, 2 assists, 4 turnovers. That's, again, where the issues are coming in. 2 steals, 4 blocks. Like, that's the thing. And I guess, Augustine, what you want is you want him to just absolutely dominate. Let's say, Tip, he is getting dunked on. Bad. He got dunked on one time. One time by Karl Anthony Towns, who is, again, a good basketball player. Yes, he might be the zestiest MF in the NBA, but he is a good basketball player. Objectively, like we cannot argue this fact. He is a good basketball player. So, no, you forgot Anunoby. Oh, okay. So there was, I guess, I don't know if I call that getting dunked on whenever you're on the side of somebody. You go to, like, close out, you're out of position, which, again, is what happens with the young team. They're out of position. The rotation isn't the right way. You're kind of off to the side, swiping towards the ball, and they're, like, over there dunking. So I guess you could say they got dunked on. But that, to me, I don't know. It's kind of the same way of, like, whenever people say John Starks dunked on Jordan because John Starks had, like, gone up in the air and Jordan's, like, swiping from 2 feet away in the back. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Yes, he got dunked on, sure. He's still the heartbeat of that team. He still has to terrify the New York Knicks. Let's not forget, in the first half of the game, he only had 7 points. In the second half of the game, had 21 or 22 points and started establishing himself, right? Realizing that he's going to have to be a little more selfish as opposed to being the guy who passes the ball off and does all these other things. We're seeing the maturation process once again with him, directly with him, and Victor Wembanyama. The rest of the team is going to have to catch up. That's where I will 100% agree with you on, is the rest of the team is going to have to catch up. And you saw the way that he was talking to him. You saw the way he was motivating him, getting into that ass a little bit. Probably shouldn't have said it that way. That's a little weird. Now he was dogging on him. Like, yo, we got to get this together. You know the passion is there for him. He's trying to bring his teammates up. And maybe a part of that is he's got to be absolutely dominant. I've got a guy that I work with here. And he's a hardcore New York Knicks guy, right? Like, from New York. And he was telling me about, like, how's Wemby going to handle that New York pressure? How's Wemby going to handle all that outside noise? Like, he's not even going to be able to leave the hotel, to which I said, that's probably fine. I don't think Wemby really wants to leave the hotel to begin with. If there is a guy, a superstar guy, a young superstar guy that can handle all the outside noise, that can handle all of the BS that comes with playing professional sports and going into the New York market. I've got faith that Victor Wembanyama can handle the New York media, he can handle the New York press, that he can handle all the fans in New York hating him. He is, once again, just a basketball playing robot. That's what he does. It's the only thing he wants to do. It's the only thing he cares about doing. All the outside noise, fine, sure. Maybe it'll get loud at points. But again, we're looking at a guy who has done something that not a lot of other people can talk about, that has done stuff that not a lot of other NBA stars out there can say. He is the focal point of this team at 22 years old, leading them to the NBA Finals, a position they weren't supposed to be in. Let's remember that. This is not a team that any of you, myself included, entering this season said they're going to win the NBA Finals. Entering the playoffs said they were going to win the NBA Finals. I told y'all, even though I was wrong last series, I don't think that they're going to sweep the New York Knicks. I said it's either going to go 7 or it's going to go 6, and it looks like it's going to go 6. But it might also be a sweep on the other end. Jesus Christ. Locally sourced El Paso saying, good morning. Speaking of fans, New Yorkers are upset because the watch party outside Madison Square Garden has been canceled due to the president attending the game. Can we finally, and I'm asking this genuinely, can we finally put to rest the conversation about keep politics out of sports? Funny how it's only a one-sided conversation when it comes to keep politics out of sports, isn't it? Doesn't it seem like, isn't it very convenient that one side of the aisle wants to keep politics out of sports while their guy is constantly interjecting himself into the world of sports, trying to live out a dream that his phony-ass bone Spurs weren't allowing him to do. You want to keep politics out of sports whenever it's inconvenient for you to hear because you are soft as dog shit, as baby shit. Politics and sports have always been intertwined. They will always be intertwined. And if I'm being honest, it's a lazy-ass argument by a group of individuals who do not understand spectrum of things. I would love to be the guy that says keep politics out of sports. I would love to be. It just doesn't happen that way. You can say, well, Tip, it shouldn't be this loud. What was it like for Jackie Robinson? What about Muhammad Ali? Do we forget about what happened to Muhammad Ali? We villainized the media, villainized Muhammad Ali. People of a specific demographic villainized Muhammad Ali because he was against war, because he was a quote-unquote draft dodger. Wild. Absolutely wild. How all that has changed here in the year of our Lord 2026. Tommy says he's just going to get off and storm off this time. Augustine saying, I will give $1 million if I had it. I know you got it, Augustine. You don't have to be humble. We all know that you're loaded, my guy. We know that. I would give $1 million if I had it to the first reporter that Trump insults and talks back to him just like he does. I keep thinking about that too. You got to, maybe it's because we're from a different time, right? Maybe it's because we're from a different time. You got to give in order to receive. Respect isn't a God-given right. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn what your position is in this life. If you fuck around and start disrespecting people, you kind of deserve what's going to come your way. Obviously saying, can you imagine me having an interview with Trump? LMAO. I'm the same exact way. If he says something stupid to me, I don't think I'd be able to let it slide. Ray saying, it's crazy how much has changed. I agree. I agree completely. It's a weird world that we live in. Thank goodness it's just us living in this world on this rock of ours, this beautiful, tragic rock of ours that we all love so much. And no, I'm not talking about planet Earth. I'm talking about just the tip.
I just want to put the tip in.
It's time for
Just the Tip.
That would make me uncomfortable.
Promise that it ain't too much, but just enough. Just a tip. Just a tip.
Just the tip? Just the tip.
It's time for Just the Tip.
What's going on, everybody? It is time for Just the Tip. It's brought to you by our friends over at www.myhappynuts.com. I got a new guy tuned in right now, and I believe it says it's Kevin. Kevin, welcome to the show. You joined at the wrong time, my friend. Ray saying that was a great transition. Kevin, www.myhappynuts.com is rocket science for where the sun don't shine. Go visit the website right now. You heard me say it twice. Now it's time for thrice. The triumvirate of www.myhappynuts.com. Use promo code Mike Tipton at checkout. Save on all your male grooming needs. Let's say you got the biggest bush in the world. Then it's time for the bulber. Go out there, start trimming your bush. It'll give you 7 to 6 inches optically, at least for yourself, maybe, depending upon how big the bush is for you. Maybe you're the Zohan. I don't know. But all I want you to do is make sure you're taken care of the best way you know how. And that's with www.myhappynuts.com. Promo code Mike Tipton at checkout. Save on all of your male grooming needs. Augustine saying it's always the wrong time. LMAO. Good thing for Tommy. School's out. The kids aren't in the car. But Tommy might be on his way to work right now. I don't know. I'm not Tommy's biographer. I don't know what his schedule is all the time. But maybe we got him. Maybe we got him this time. All right. I wanted to do a little bit of a show today. As you all can see, I'm at work right now. I don't even know if the music that's outside playing in the stadium is coming through my headphones right now or not. Oh, my goodness. Tommy's daughter is in the car. Oh, no. No. I thought we were safe. I apologize. I don't apologize. I keep saying I do and I don't. You know the consequences, Tommy. This is all on you now. If there's anybody to be blamed, it's you. The Commish saying, Money Mike, good morning. Good morning to you, Commish. So it's going to be a little bit of a short show. I did want to talk about Myles Garrett a little bit going to the Rams. What are y'all's thoughts on this? You know me. I thought the LA Rams were the best team in the NFL last year. Jared Verse, I think, is going to wind up being a great player in the future. But Myles Garrett is the greatest defensive player of now. And I think it gives the Rams a little bit of an edge. No pun intended on where he's going to be playing. But I think it gives the Rams a little bit of an edge coming into this season. I do like what New England did by getting A.J. Brown, the worst-kept secret in the history of worst-kept secrets, other than, I guess, Diana Rossini and all that. Ray saying that the Rams are Super Bowl or bust. She's going to summer school so she can graduate early. LOL. Hey, I love and appreciate that. That is a smart thing to do. You are one motivated individual. I love, admire, and respect whenever people have that type of mindset. I was the exact same way. In high school, I did as many additional courses as I could. I could have graduated at the age of 17. I could have only done 3 years in high school. but my counselor never told me there were advantages to graduating high school early. So my senior year, I had a early release ID and a late arrival ID because I believe that was the year that Socorro went to the block schedule at the high school level, or at least at Socorro High School. We went to that block schedule. Some days were like even classes, other days were odd classes. On the even days, I had an English class, just one that started at 10 o'clock. And on the odd days, I had PE because I had to have a second class. So they let me do PE. Wild. 2 classes my entire senior year. Should have just graduated. My goodness. The commish saying that is a typical LA thing. The rich get richer. And Tommy giving a little bit of love to the crooked commish as well. I mean, the Rams have to be the favorite to win the Super Bowl, right? Like, they were a really damn good team last year, vastly underachieved, and were able to do their thing. Augustine saying they let you pee? I don't know what that's in reference to. Did I say something along those lines? I'm trying to like go back and think about stuff. I don't know. The commish giving Tommy a little bit of love. Tommy saying the Rams have been saying F them picks for years now. They really have. that's the Sean McVay like moniker of life, right? Like, man, who needs draft picks? Sure, we get Ty Simpson. It's no big deal. Augustine saying PP. Dude, I don't know where your mind is at right now. Maybe it's on me. I'm for the life of me. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the show now and try to figure out what the hell you're talking about. Like genuinely, I'm gonna have to try to figure it out, man. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Ray. Because I said that I only had English on the even days, and on the odd days I had PE. I mean, there we go. Tommy saying, "Where's the bald head?" I mean, I've had hair for a while, man. Like, it's not the greatest hair. My friends don't like me having hair. The hotter it gets, the more I think about like just shaving my head again. The commish saying that's your co-host on Fridays, Mike. August is saying that was a peanut moment. Augustine, you know I got nothing but love for you, my dude. But sometimes your jokes are so far inside. I love you though. You know I love you, but sometimes your jokes are a little too far inside. But yeah, I mean the Rams to me, not only do they have to be the favorite to win the Super Bowl, I feel like this year, and Ray, you said it correctly, it is Super Bowl or bust. But you normally don't see that from the team, right? Like you normally get that from all the talking heads that are out there. This one is directly the team showing you that it's time for Super Bowl or bust. Augustine saying, look, it's Monday. I'm sorry. It's been a week. We didn't do a show last week, Augustine, I know, so you have to be feeling some sort of withdrawals. I'm with you on that one. I understand. I'm also repping soccer today, Augustine, as you can see, the American Outlaws chapter of El Paso, as we support our boys in the World Cup. I don't know if you guys know this or not. Mike Tipton. Mike Tipton, huge World Cup guy now. We haven't played 3 games yet, have we? Oh, that's the Women's World Cup. I don't even know if we won the last game that we played in the World Cup. So I just got breaking news right now. I don't know if y'all have been following the Brendan Swordsby story at Texas Tech, but he's been, accused of gambling and stuff like that. He says he's got a gambling addiction and everything. And it just came through the wire right now that he is granted an injunction. He is eligible to play in 2026. I believe it was Saturday. He was deemed ineligible to play in 2026. The cricket commission saying that he heard that Jared Verse was considering retirement after he heard that he was traded to the Browns. Augustine saying outlaws. You got to remember the old nickname, the gunslinger. The gunslinger, Mike Tipton. Tommy saying at least it wasn't Philly. Oh, are we going to have a World Cup show? Augustine, I guess that could be Friday, right? We can do that on Friday. Tommy's saying, oh, no, you're one of them. No. I support the United States in every athletic venture we have, unless they play Puerto Rico, because I just love to win. And, Tommy, we're the lovable underdog here, right? Like, we are god-awful at soccer. So maybe one day. Augustine saying, Texas Tech, more bad teams? Come on. Let's pick a winning team. And then the cricket commission saying RIP to Stacey King, former Bulls player and announcer. Dude, one of my earliest memories, and Commish, I don't know if you know this or not, like I was born in Chicago, wasn't raised in Chicago, but I was born in Chicago. And I would always watch, obviously being born on Jordan's birthday, I would watch the Bulls as much as I possibly could. And I remember those early teams of my youth, those early 90s Bulls teams, right? I want to say 1990 was like my introduction into basketball. Stacey King was one of my favorite players on the team. Man, I used to love it. Bill Cartwright, Stacey King, B.J. Armstrong, John Paxson, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Horace Grant. Oh, man. I'll see. Let me go a little bit deeper. Was Cliff Livingston still on those teams? I want to say Cliff Livingston was still on those teams. Will Perdue, I know, was a backup center in '93. I don't know if he was there in the 1990 though, for like the entirety of the first run. Now I've just the show has devolved into just dudes talking about dudes. I feel like I'm missing somebody else. Randy Tucker wasn't there until the second three-peat, right? From New Mexico State. I already said Bill Cartwright, commish. Locally sourced El Paso, Ray saying, I've liked the Soccer U.S. men's team before it was cool. It's cool? I never knew it was cool. Ashley saying, Tip, good to see you. What up, fellas? What up, Ashley? Hope that you're having a great time. Remember to check out her show, Talking About It with Ashley, doing some amazing things, collaborating with a lot of amazing talent here in El Paso. I love to see it, love to see the growth, love to see the advancement. It's been awesome to watch what you've been able to do. I feel like I'm missing another backup center, though. I want to say Sean Williams, but I'm not too sure. All right, let's look at it. We're going to look at the 1990 Chicago Bulls lineup. Was Oakley still on them? Is that who I'm thinking of? I want to say Oakley was still there in 1990. Okay, so look, I got B.J. Armstrong, Bill Cartwright, Horace Grant, Jordan, King, John Paxson, Will Perdue, Scottie Pippen. I got them. Right, so I had 8 of them right. Then comes Charles Davis, Jack Haley, Craig Hodges, who I completely forgot even existed, Clifford Lett, Ed Neely, and Jeff Sanders. Whoever the hell Jeff Sanders is. Was a 6'8" power forward. Yeah, Oakley got traded. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that is right. Bill Cartwright and his fucked up shooting motion, it was weird. I hated watching Bill Cartwright play. But Sean Williams, not on that team. Scott Williams, there we go. Scott Williams, not on that team. Oh, man. Commish, you have no idea how happy you just made me right now. And yes, like Stacey King, rest in power. I always loved like watching the Chicago Bulls local broadcast just because of Stacey King. And as you know, not this past Saturday, but the Saturday before, we had a Chicago Bulls radio announcer, the play-by-play guy, on the show on Fire and Ice last Saturday. It's a great time. Just such a great time. AKA Medical Bill. That's right. All right, guys. I said, you can see I'm here at work right now. I just wanted to do a show, wanted to try to get back into the flow of things. As a reminder, if you are in El Paso, this upcoming Saturday for Fire and Ice, we're going to do a show in memory and in honor of our friend Daver, who passed away last week. A very sad and tragic way that he passed away. But we wanted to honor him the best way we know how, and that's by having food and fun at Buffalo Wild Wings. So hopefully we'll see you out there. We are inviting a bunch of our radio friends to go out there and just hang out, talk about our guy Dave, get together, support each other through this difficult time. Dave, we love you, buddy. We're going to miss you. Thank you for everything that you did, not just for me, but for the city of El Paso as a head engineer at KLAQ. You are going to be definitely missed. And Kevin Vargas said it best whenever I told him the other day about what had happened. He said that the world is going to be a much less interesting place now without you, Daver. We love you, buddy. Everybody else, we'll see you tomorrow.